behind.
Oh, wow.
From these wax, oil, aliases. Yeah. Pattern. And this has been going on. He likes to use this hotel. You know, he likes to use these hotels for these freak offs.
I can tell.
Luxury hotels.
Luxury
all right.
hotels in particular.
Here we go. HSI, Homeland Security Investigations. He says, I extract data from computers. What is your training? The SANS Institute. What does that stand for? I really don't know.
I really don't know.
All right. What was on Diddy's computer or phone? That's where we're going at. Phone and computer.
A picture.
What was on Diddy's phone or computer?
I say AI
digital
generator.
or any of them? That's where we're going.
How come they didn't do all this with Hunter Biden?
And it looks like a computer forensic computer HSI investigator. I'd be shocked, and my jaw will drop if they say photos of people under the age of 18. You know what I'm saying? That would be like mic drop. I'm serious. That would be total mic drop if this guy says, I examined the computer of Diddy and I found underage. You know what I'm saying? That would be the bombshell headlines. Right now, that's a potential. We don't know. Stand by. What's in his phone? What's in his computer? What's in his electronic devices?
I'm sure they did have something to do with
get
underage
interesting.
girls.
And knowing Diddy now that we know would not shock me. What's on the computers? What's on the computers? Ooh, this is getting juicy. I told you he's gonna get bombarded at all angles, dude. They're literally like, look, that photo speaks for itself. That was the photo when they raided his house. But man, Diddy's like this right now. He'll be known as a pedo or something crazy. I don't know. We'll see. What's in his computer? Maybe him directing the free calls, maybe financial transactions. We don't know what's in that computer.
Not yet.
Maybe they have communications he had in reference to free calls, to criminal activity. We don't know yet. Stand by.
I don't like that new design for Taco Bell.
Popcorn ready. Well, I had lunch. I had chili bag. But you know what I mean. This is getting good. This is getting good. All right. Come on in. We're stuck on, his train. He didn't even know his own the acronym for SANS, the SANS Institute. Where was your training? The SANS Institute. What does that mean? I don't really know. He didn't really know where he got trained. I don't think that makes him look bad.
How did he not know where you got trained?
The SANS Institute is a private U.S. company founded in 1989 that specializes in information security, cyber security training, and selling certificates. Digital forensics, incident response, penetrating testing, auditing. That was his training. The SANS Institute. They extracted electronic devices here. We're about to computer forensic agent. Dude, they keep skipping over the chef. I noticed that. I've heard a long time. They're bringing the chef. They're bringing the chef. Still haven't brought in the chef. All right. Let's wait and see what is said. I'm refreshing. I'm refreshing on this one. Getting anything that comes out on this. And I want to see where this goes now. Like, I want to see where we're going at right now. Where are we going with this? What is in his phone? His computer? His devices? What was said? What was found? Ooh, interesting. Yeah, this is crazy. Definitely crazy. Stand by, folks. Yo. What do we got, Agent Croft? What did you get? We're stuck. Come on. Come on. Man, I wish this was televised. It would have been much, much easier. Oh, who's moving? Oh, that's the, Who we got? Who we got? Who we got? Who we got? Who we got?
No turn on red except them.
Oh, that was the hotel manager. The one guy. I think it was the hotel manager with the bald head, the other one. They move the camera when people come out. Certain witnesses come out. Anytime that camera moves, you know they're scouting somebody. And why didn't the defense cross the hotel manager? I don't know what you would have got out of him. I mean, he pretty much said some damaging things. Cyber security, cyber forensics, HSI agent. From where though? What was seized? From LA? Miami? New York? Another location? What was seized and where? What was seized? What was inside those devices? We still don't have an update. Come on, come on. Come on. Nothing yet. Nothing. I'm refreshing, folks. Trust me here. I am refreshing. Nothing from CNN, nothing from NBC, nothing from the Post, nothing from Inner City Press. Nothing. What is the agent going to say? Hotel guy was there to establish his aliases and patterns of bad behaviors at hotel. Bad behavior at hotel. Dude, night hotel manager that testified against him. Oh, moving the camera. Dude, we're still stuck on the agent. Everybody, like, I'm looking on different feeds. Everybody's at the edge of their seat here. This is stuff that, you know, we didn't expect. We did expect agents to testify, but now I'm talking about HSI extract from computers, which piqued my antenna all the way up. Like, yo, computers? Yo. So we're just waiting and seeing here in real time what this could consist of. Yo. I swear I'm going to have a complete... if they say child, P-O-R-N, I'm just going to be like, oh...
You spelled it out.
I'm tapping out. If he says that, it's lights out for me.
Yeah, pretty much.
But they didn't mention that in his RICO case, so I'm assuming it probably isn't that. You know what I mean? Because he would have been charged with that. They would have added that as an element of his crime, and that wasn't mentioned. A bunch of crimes was mentioned, but nothing about underage. But Dawn Richard is claiming things, right? Dawn Richard, she's claiming things, underage. She's claiming that stuff in her civil suit, right?
Where's Richard? Who's Richard? Richard. Is there a name wrong?
Everybody's just waiting. Okay, here we go. Here's the next update. What tools do you use? He says...
Baby oil.
TX1 and digital collector.
Oh,
whose laptops did you extract? Cassie's laptop. This is a MacBook Pro, roughly from 2010, 2011, with a white case. It's all about Cassie's devices. We all thought it was Diddy. But what is in Cassie's device? What is in Cassie's device?
It's a good question. It's goddamn panels,
MacBook
man.
Pro. All right, so he extracted her MacBook Pro 2010 device.
It's a pretty old device.
And what did this device consist? Probably injuries to her. That's what I'm thinking, injuries. If that's what, and we'll see. We only can speculate. We're a bunch of speculation until the information comes out. Her laptop under Diddy's control. You know, a lot of people have made a lot of allegations against Diddy on numerous fronts. These civil suits against him are vicious. Did you boot it up? I got to the MacBook factory default screen, but you got the data. Yes, the hard drive had data not overridden by a factory reset. Ah, did they do a factory reset? I got the MacBook factory default screen. I got the data. What's in the data?
So a factory data reset doesn't erase everything out of a phone?
Some people comment, wait, not Diddy's devices? Oh, man.
I'm gonna comment, so wait, even with a factory data
Yeah,
reset,
don't count
doesn't
that
erase
out.
Everything
We
out
still
of the
have the
phone?
Los Angeles agents to testify about home raids and other potential agents. Meanwhile, while we're waiting on that, expert said a legal expert, came on the record and said the defense did some damage on cross-examination of Kid Cudi.
Oh yeah, Kid
Like
Cudi
we
was
talked
on
about
the
earlier.
stand
I do think there has been, you know, the defense poked holes on certain things, particularly Cassie's, you know, credibility in a sense, because Cassie allegedly played everybody. Rapper Kid Cudi's testimony that his car was blown up in his driveway while he was dating Cassie did not prove Sean Diddy Combs was behind the arson, a defense attorney and legal expert Misty Maris said.
His car got blown
In cross-examination of Kid Cudi, defense attorneys were able to cast doubt on claims that Combs and his co-conspirators were involved in the car fire. The defense did some damage on cross-examination because there was no direct evidence that Combs was involved. There was never arrest and there was never a prosecution relating to that.
That's crazy. I never knew his car got blown
Maris
up.
said Kid Cudi testified that he never saw who blew his car up or had any direct information about it. He just believed it to be Combs because he thought Combs was, quote, violent. The arson incident, legal experts say, is a key piece of the prosecution's argument that Combs ran a criminal enterprise consisting of violent behavior, sex trafficking, and the procurement of narcotics. So it's in reference to the firebombing. A legal expert said, more or less, that no really direct evidence that Diddy did this, that the prosecution has shown on that stand with Cudi.
Should have had camera footage on his car.
All right, so we're back on this computer here, waiting to find out what was extracted from Cassie's 2010 device by this computer forensic expert. And we should get more very, very, very shortly. More information.
Now we're coming up to all the weirdos out here.
Stand by.
I've seen a lot of aliens out today.
Let me refresh the screen.
Aliens
here.
are everywhere. The invader aliens. Now they can do all this. They can't fix these goddamn potholes.
What do we got?
I don't get it. Fix the
Data
fucking
was
potholes.
overridden
Fuck the
by
bridge.
factory reset.
I thought the factory data reset erases everything.
Frankie's been eating farmer's dog for...
Yeah, so, yeah, it's looking pretty bad for fucking P. Diddy. But I do think if they find him guilty, he will be able to file for a mistrial. I think so.
They still talk about the hotel guy that 15 minutes ago. That's their latest
But
update.
you probably will
He's
get
long
found guilty
been
on
gone.
something, not everything.
New York Post is the same way. They're talking about the hotel, the mess in the hotel and damages to the hotel. So, as much as we appreciate other media outlets in there,
That bad?
and some of them get that information very, very slow. Out. Diddy.
I wonder if anyone snuck a camera in there to
Waiting.
record it.
See, TMZ. TMZ. They put out an article 20 minutes ago. At Diddy trial, Kid Cudi. And they put an article. Post put an interesting report. Jurors at bombshell Diddy trial learned disgusting ways he likes his burgers as ex-employees testify. Like, that's some weird headlines. I mean, that was a minor thing talking about he likes hamburgers and applesauce, but they literally say, jurors at bombshell Diddy trial learned disgusting way he likes his burgers.
That's nasty. Applesauce on your burgers?
Some
That
of
is
these people are going
disgusting.
wild with their headlines.
Yeah, they're just trying to get them views.
TMZ likes to just play both sides of the fence, and just any kind of gossip and craziness, they just
they do.
they go at it.
They sure do.
All right, I'm still waiting on this guy here. Okay, what is an unallocated space? Agent Croft says something not viewable, something previously deleted. Explain how computers store data. You have a table of contents. A file can still be stored in unallocated space.
Huh. I didn't know that. So when you factory data reset your phone
what
and
he's
you
trying
send
to
it back to the
suggest
manufacturer,
is
your data's still
they
in
tried to
there.
erase evidence. Somebody
That's
did.
crazy.
And he was
Don't ever send your
able
phones
to
back to the
extract
manufacturer for
some
that
of his
exact
data
reason.
that
Someone will
someone
get your
deliberately
data.
tried to
Keep
hide
your old phone.
through the device. That appears where we're going here. We'll see. Somebody set factory reset, or somebody tried to hide things. Those FBI people will go right into your devices and get stuff that you think you deleted, and it's still there. It's still there. Nothing seems like it can go away forever. In the way the FBI, they still get it. Some way, shape, or form. They'll still be able to extract it. Sometimes. There's other cases, sometimes with the passcodes and the phones, they have difficulty getting in.
So if you factory
Where are they
data
going
reset
at?
your phone and give it back to the phone company, your data's still in there? I didn't know that.
Because this is leaving me at the edge of the seat. I want to know what's in this device. That's the bottom line.
That's
Bottom
why I've
line
never
is what
given
it was in this device. What was in this MacBook Pro? from 2011 to 2010 with a white case. What was in this MacBook Pro?
So all you people go and bringing your phones back to the phone
Dude,
company to get a little
MacBook
bit of money
Pro.
off your
I don't even
next
think anyone
phone.
even uses them.
Your
This
data's still
MacBook
in there
Pro.
apparently.
2010. I'm just gonna get.
I never done that, but hey, they broke into
Yeah,
the
they're-
gas station.
Man,
on the
they're
corner there,
old.
or whatever the hell that
Let me
was.
see. Let me see. I don't have time to look into it, but I
What
mean,
the fuck is that? Look at the painting over there. Is it the big black painting?
phew. Computers have evolved over these years.
Computers are definitely different from the year 2000.
Data extracted from Ventura's laptops. Forensic agent testifies. Joshua Croft, the computer forensic agent with HSI, testified that he extracted data from three of Cassie's laptops. 3 laptops, according to CNN. He said one of the laptops had been set to factory default, and another open to a login screen with user profile Frank Black.
Frank Black.
And a guest profile. Okay, so Diddy was using these devices.
He's Frank Black?
One had
That's
a
a nice
login
charger.
screen with a user profile Frank Black.
Oh yeah, they said Frank
The
Black
third
earlier.
laptop, which had some dents and bends, would not power on. Okay,
Wow.
so this will be interesting because what he's going to say is this Frank Black, Diddy, had access to it. Or why would Frank Black username be on there? Because Frank Black, Diddy, would use the computer.
Frank Black.
But what is in the computer? That's what we're all like, what is
Well, they
here?
can take it apart and still get the chip out from inside.
So
and
it
get the
does
memory off
shift
that.
this back towards Diddy using this computer, it appears. Dun dun dun. What do we got? What do we have? Frank Black, username. And you heard the name Frank Black. Hotels being checked into. Frank
right at the
Black.
beginning of the trial, they used
Prescription
a lot of Frank Black.
under the name Frank Black.
Yeah, the prescriptions.
Similar to what Biggie used to
Chicago
rap about
Toxic
Frank
Donut,
White,
what's up?
Diddy would do things under the alias Frank Black. Even got arrested in a hotel room. He had
No,
stuff
I just passed through
under
here.
Frank
I'm
Black.
going to get
Frank Black
tamales
seems
from
like he's been
Arturo's.
used forever. Hotel guy that just testified. Frank
City
Black
don't
was
own
one of the names.
train. What does the city not owning
Frank
the train
Black.
has to do with anything?
So
Chicago
apparently
Toxic?
Diddy was using Cassie's MacBook Pro.
Chicago Toxic Donut.
2010 computer, MacBook Pro. I'm assuming, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Because this is where the best
Or at least that
action
access,
is to
they
pass
both
through.
used it.
That's why I'm always passing through
We'll
here.
see what
Toxic
was
guy.
on it.
Like this abandoned place on the left. Or this weirdo on the right.
These FBI agents, they dig in it. They extract all that data. What's in the MacBook Pro? That's what we're all waiting for. I hope they don't leave us at the edge of our seats because it's 2:36. He needs to start getting into this because we need, the prosecution also likes to leave something, like they like to stop right when it's like,
They're
want
doing it like
everyone
a
to be
TV
like,
show.
Like they stop like some sort of bombshell revelation. They go, we'll hold it here for the day. That's it for the day. It is 2:40 or 2:36, so we've got 25 more minutes at least before the end of the day here. And we will see exactly what is inside this computer.
That damn magnet flew off. Hold on.
MacBook Pro. We shall see. Stand by. All right, what do we got? So on these 3
Right over there
laptops,
still.
how were they backed up?
Rent free.
Agent Crawford. iTunes was used before iCloud.
Living in a tent down by the
Sound
train
looks
tracks.
A little funky. But value validate the funky, as you say, data by going to the raw data. Yes. Nothing further. What? He didn't explain what was seen in there. Unless inner city press is leaving some things out. Nothing further. What does that even mean?
Start off our day.
They didn't explain exactly what was found inside the computer. That's according to what we have here. Let's see if people have responded to that. But is it just applying that you were trying to factory reset something under Frank Black as if you were trying to hide something? Is that where they just want to leave the jury?
Yeah.
Because to me, on that one, nothing further. Unless they're leaving out details. Defense team starts cross-examination of computer forensic. We don't know what was in there. Unless we're not being shown or what. They didn't say.
Oh, they know.
They didn't say. Miss Garagos is crossing.
Just because the device won't
But
turn
folks,
on,
we didn't hear
take it apart.
what was in
take
those
out
computers.
The fucking memory chip and fucking read it off
The
the
three computers.
computer.
Anything on any of them. What were in there?
God damn it,
Or is
motherfucker!
it they're trying to corroborate
Shit keeps
that
fucking
Frank
falling.
confused aliases? Like, what in the computers is not relevant? The fact that he committed crimes under Frank Black, what's the other thing? Ryan Lopez, Frank White. I'm trying to think here, but I get it. I'm starting to process a little bit. I'm reading the comments though, and a lot of people are confused. I'm looking on Twitter right now, and the response to Inner City Press, and almost every comment's like, "What? What does this mean? Like, what does this mean?" People are like confused, and I am too. Be honest. Now, maybe you have an explanation. Magnolia's kind of sharing different things. He set one of the laptops. He said one of the laptops had been set to factory default and another one open to a login screen with the...
When you're in Illinois, you get closer with every court. Signs point to a good time.
P. Diddy time. We're gonna let it sit on there for a second and make it sick again.
All right, so Cross is on, so we'll hear what happens here.
Shit sticking.
They're establishing in numerous ways that Sean Combs is the same person as Frank Black, Frank White, Ryan Lopez, and Jackie
Mr.
Starr.
White.
This is not difficult. LOL.
That's fucking sick, man.
All right, so Magnolia's breaking it down. The great Magnolia. She is breaking it down for all of us. Because I'll be honest, I got stomped on this one a little bit. Like, what angle you're going at.
Stick.
Magnolia says it's puzzle pieces. But I could tell you, in the chats and all over the place, I'm reading the comments and seeing things, and people are like, whoa, they didn't share what was inside the computer. Everyone thought they were going to share something in the computer so damaging. But that wasn't the point.
Fucking gas. I'll get the gas after I get.
But let's see what happens on Cross. And then Cross is down here. They might be done for the day. We'll see what happens here.
Cross-examination.
Comments are, they're grasping at straws. That's just an appetizer. We need more. People are like, huh? Wait, what did I miss? Well, at least we learned about data today. Thank you for the gifted membership, Annette S. I saw the gifted membership pop through. One lucky person is a member of JLR Investigates. We're breaking True crime 24/7, 365. Jeff, this is outrageous. I'm reading some of your comments that might have appeared later on, but I'm reviewing some of the comments that are popping up while we wait on the cross of Agent Croft.
I never knew that. So when you factory data reset the phone and you send it back to the phone company, a little bit of your data is still on there. That's crazy.
Agent Croft is getting crossed by Miss Garagos. We'll find out what happens on cross here. And this probably would be the last witness today at 2:43. They'll probably say, we'll break for the day. Maybe they'll bring up another one. Who knows? These witnesses have seemed like they've been going through pretty quickly, 20, 30 minutes each. And then they're done. The hotel manager, general manager of the hotel, the manager guy, he was only on for like 15 minutes, it appears.
That ain't shit. By the way, make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and hit thumbs up.
I'm waiting for an update on this cross. Cheryl McDonald also says Magnolia. Yeah, exactly. They're putting all the different names together. Then they'll tell us more. Establishing a pattern. Corroborating the aliases. Defense. On one of the laptops, there was a Frank Black profile? Yup. Did you process every file? Yes. Defense. Have a wonderful weekend. 2 questions. That's it. AUSA. Redirect.
Have a wonderful weekend.
Frank Black. Did you proceed under Miss Ventura's consent? He says under warrant. Dude, they asked him just a few questions here. Not much.
Yeah, my ball joint sounds like it's going bad on the right front.
Redirect. Prosecution. Frank Black, did you proceed under Miss Ventura's consent? Under warrant. Dude, they asked him just a few questions. That's it. All right, I gotta get more understanding of this. During cross-examination, Cross confirmed that Cassie Ventura gave the government consent to search the laptops. He said that he did not do a full review of the data.
Why?
There you go. He did not do a full review of the data.
Why not? That's the question they should be asking. Why?
And he said that he told the FBI agent, "Have a good weekend."
I hate those little dogs. So annoying. Arf, arf. Fucking fuck you.
All right, so we wait.
Better than you. Fucking Rats League.
So we wait.
Ass. Chicago Rats.
Redirect. The question is if they're going to bring anyone else on the stand. If not, people will start piling out soon. But we're not done yet. It doesn't appear like we are done with this in any way, shape, or form.
Shit, there's still
So it looks like we have some more time
weeks.
here.
And one day?
What do we got? What do we got?
You know, I always wondered.
All right. The court is done for the day.
Oh.
No more witnesses. Jurors, I intend to release you early. Any objections? They all laugh. They want to get out of there.
I bet.
Don't read anything about the case. Go for a walk. watch the Knicks avenge their game 1 loss. More laughter.
What?
And you must tattle. We're making great progress. All rise. All right. Court is earlier today. All rise. All right. So, court has ended. And the agent is off the stand. So it should be moving around here. We'll get a play-by-play update, get some understanding, and hear what's going on. See everyone coming out? Here it is. Court's done. Everyone's out.
See, like,
so
people walking
after
out.
Cuddy, it got a little boring to me. It got a little like, But that's what's going to happen. And there's going to be some witnesses and some people testifying that's not so juicy and crazy. Our imagination can run wild in this moment. Like, I was starting to think, oh my gosh, they're going to find something on Diddy in his computer, but it didn't turn out that way. But we keep it moving, and we'll continue to see who testifies. What's going on here? What's going on outside the federal courthouse, 500 Pearl Street? Here's people are, it's early day. But we'll just see who makes any type of walk outside. And we'll listen in. Wow, what a day.
So the jury being dismissed. So this is the earliest that we have seen the jury being dismissed right here. And we are just going to update the lower panel of this, saying jury dismissed in Sean Diddy Combs's sex trafficking trial. This is really interesting. And this is something that we were just hearing, though, from Mario, stating that, you know, they want perhaps the jury to be hungry to come back and, you know, on Tuesday. So jury just dismissed in the Sean Diddy Combs's sex trafficking trial. That means perhaps we're going to see a lot of activity coming out of the federal courthouse right now. So, you know, just to let you know, this is the extended break because this is the Memorial Day holiday. Court not in session on Fridays, and because Monday is a federal holiday, court also will not be open. So that means Tuesday is when testimony resumes. And the judge giving the jury strict instructions, as always, to avoid any and all conversations and media coverage about the case over the holiday weekend. This is also something I want to ask Nima about, because how hard is that? This is one of those cases that has international attention each and every day. Everyone is glued to the very latest updates, and you go home and you can't talk about it. You can't watch TV. This is everywhere.
I'm
you know,
sure
it's not just
that's another way they're going to use to call it a mistrial. They're going to say the jurors went home and watched TV.
You have to imagine it's the
trial.
Memorial Day holiday. Maybe you go out to a barbecue. Maybe you go out to a picnic. Maybe you go out to a restaurant and you happen to overhear people chatting about it. What do you do in those circumstances? So something I'm also going to be asking Nima about as well as we continue our coverage right here on Live Now from Fox. Nima joining us in just about 10 minutes or so.
All right, so let's ask everybody. I'm trying
to
understand this real quick. Is court in session tomorrow, or do we have a long holiday weekend? I'm trying to understand this because he said at the end, "Have a great weekend, have a wonderful weekend." Do we have an extended? I know there's no court on Monday for sure, but what's the status?
Yeah, why wouldn't there be court tomorrow?
What do we got going on? People are leaving the courthouse, the courtroom. It's gone. No court tomorrow. People are saying no court tomorrow. Okay, there you go. So we got a long weekend to ponder over everything.
Yeah, no court tomorrow.
No court tomorrow. Thank you for the clarification.
Sounds like it's going to be a mistrial.
No court Friday. No court. See a lot of people saying that. Thank you. We'll listen in on this individual. We'll stand by for a little bit more and talk